Okay. Demolition guy. How's it going?
Hi.
He sent me out front looking for you, and you gave him.
I was going to go around and check.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
I want to make sure that the lines are evacuated. I think somebody shut it off in the front already.
I think they did too, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's sideways. So.
I know we had dig alert come, and they don't mark the back, of course, like anything, so. Never tested any further. Now, I got two guys coming today. Are you the guy I'm supposed to show on the grading and concrete stuff too?
Yeah.
Okay.
She wants to start this removal on Friday.
Yeah.
And then she said she's adding some concrete, but wants an estimate.
How are you on? You do concrete too?
Yeah.
Okay.
She said just to show you the demo. And I didn't know what she had or who she's talking to. Not to get you guys confused.
No, don't want to be confused either. I'm supposed to show you what goes out, from what I know.
Yeah, exactly. The texting.
I fucking hate texting.
And if you don't label somebody, you know, and even the name or the job address on the text, you start to get confused. And it's a miscommunication. It's easier than I thought.
It's already off. Cool.
I just want to make sure it's evacuated.
For sure.
When you start breaking and hitting things and spark hits,
Yep.
I'm always safe. Better safe than sorry, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, you know what she wants to tear out?
Obviously, the whole middle, of course.
Okay. When I explained to her, she said, come back here, nobody was here. So, I was leaving that retaining wall. It looks
Yes.
structural.
Yes.
So, it's just this lower portion.
And then little
Maybe that little
stupid
turn.
wing wall, yeah.
Okay.
And
then
hooked
all
on.
this is coming out. The equipment, the fence,
Spa,
this concrete and wall.
everything.
So, like I said, we got a load of trash. We got maybe a load or two of concrete.
Over here,
That's it.
what are you pulling it out with, like a bobtail or a... No, I mean, what are you hauling it out with?
Oh, bobtail.
Okay, cool.
I can sneak in the backyard back here. Is it going to be okay to remove a panel?
Oh, yeah. We got it.
That way we can back the truck
Oh, yeah.
in here.
Got to do that.
And there's no cleanup and nothing else. Now, I don't know how much dirt's under there to kind of spread and grade out here.
A bit, and that's what I want to tell you over here.
Right.
At some point, we're going to finish this off, so we kind of want to make sure that this is taken down right here.
Okay, so that would be like, I didn't calculate taking a lot of dirt. So...
You think, and I'm thinking there'll probably be a little bit of extra dirt by the time, because there's a bit in there.
Yeah, well, I was planning on losing the dirt because I didn't think there was that much because the thing's there. But
some of it can be lost over here.
That's what I mean. But if we need to haul a dirt load out, I just charge you for the one load, nothing else.
Well, whatever. That's.
You know what I mean?
Whatever.
The dump fees are outrageous right now.
We're gonna need to know what it is to make sure it's complete, because I don't know what we'd do with a load of dirt.
No.
So while you're here,
because it was so low, and when I take the footings out, and I knock it down,
that might lose some too.
The whole footings to do. But if you want, see, that was my thinking. I go, okay, it's pretty level here. When we pull all the footings out and get everything out, I'm gonna need something to fill them and compact them and wet it and knock it down so it's all flat and level. You should be able to see a nice smooth yard when I leave.
This needs to go that way. It's draining this way. And
that's not a problem. What did she want to remove? The concrete?
All of it.
Not this.
This too.
So the patio, how far on the sidewalk?
All of it.
Let's get direct.
Right to the end. And if you think it'd be better to saw cut it on the fence and lose that part, fine. If that's nice new concrete.
I would say cut it here. This is newer concrete. This is old.
And that's just junk. Yeah, we'd like to.
It ends at the house. That matches that, and you're not near the gate.
I like it.
You know, if you want to start going out that way, then you're going to have the match in front of the gate, not behind the gate.
So you're saying cut it here somewhere to where that crap's gone too?
It's already cold jointed. It's going to come right out there. No cutting. We'll just bust this all up with the breaker,
and then
Bobcat and load it. So
you're going a price on the concrete too, right?
She didn't ask for that, but
okay, no.
She asked me because, like I said, it was texting. Can you remove the patio wire? That was the text.
The patio, okay, gotcha.
So,
Gotcha.
I'm
We definitely want to get all the concrete gone at one time. And since we're putting new stuff back here, there's no need to keep this crap here. And the sidewalks over here, it's all got to be changed, so there's no way to keep it the way it is.
Actually, the wood borders like that, I'm surprised they're not even there. The rotting, and then everything grows up in the middle. You're like,
well, the only reason it's there because it's coming this way. You need out the foundation.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But you know, you set it up and. One problem we have is trying to figure out what's in this because I pulled out chain link fences.
Well, I had a guy here giving. I've done concrete and stuff since I was 10. I had a guy going, "Oh, we'll just throw this railing in here and use it for our steel." I've seen that too many times where it blows up and it just.
I've been demoed for 25 years, and it amazes me what I find.
Oh yeah, all kinds of stuff.
I find stainless steel rods. I found chain link fence. I go, I'm gonna go by a standard bid, and if something jumps up in our way, you know, wire, rebar.
Oh, chain link fence! What a pain to get into a truck.
They charge me the trash price.
Because it's not concrete, it's not metal.
And it changes from, you know, the 27 a ton to 57 a ton.
More than double.
Low, you know? And so you gotta, you know, apples and oranges. And then you never know if somebody pours it. Oh, yeah, this is supposed to be a slab for a house. It's a foot deep. You know?
My dad's got a deal worked out in San Diego. He knows he's done concrete for 55 years.
Yeah.
He's 70 now, and he just gets all the hot stuff for 25 bucks a yard. And he is pouring the shit out of it at his.
Waiting for it. If you're ready. No
he's set up. He's ready, man.
I wish I could do that with the guys for my driveway, but then I can't drive in and out of my property.
Right.
I live on an acre to keep my equipment.
Well, you got a nice place. Are you around here?
Up by the hospital, those farm homes.
It's hard for me here. I've got a ranch in Montana, and I've got car dealerships in San Diego.
Out of California?
There's no work anywhere else.
No, but stuff is cheap out there. You got land, nobody cares.
Oh, I do. That's just nice.
And they go, no problem.
$25 for a building permit.
You put them in a shut up here, they want to own your home.
We were thinking about it over there, but it's just not.
You can't only do it 10 by 12. If you do any bigger,
and that's just...
you can be red tagged, and then they start tagging you. I think the county is $50 a day. My neighbor's getting charged $700 a day fines.
Wow.
I go, come on, that's ridiculous. You're gonna own the home. Get 350 here. So we got just over 400.
Okay, let me tell you one thing before you measure, so you know. He came up and looked, and we started talking. It's all, we don't want it to go into his place and rot the fence out like you're saying. We were thinking pour the whole thing in concrete from here down. Pour the
fence?
All the way to the fence.
But what, drains or swales?
Put a little swale in here.
You want
just
swale
to
at the
shoot.
end?
Yeah, just to shoot it that way.
You can do whatever you want
That'd
while
be,
you're pouring.
Right. And so that would be drain. And I wondered if it was mushrooms, mold, or what.
Spores of some sort. Okay. Pouring the concrete back. Everything is the same except for the side? Or are you going a bigger patio back there?
That's where she doesn't know exactly where she wants to go.
Let's clean it out.
Yeah,
because once it's gone,
it gives her a lot more to think about.
I mean?
Yep.
And I can try to grade it. That's why I said it'll move my numbers just a little. If you say, hey, we need this graded for concrete, and I got to pull a load of dirt, a load of dirt, a load of dirt. If you say, here, cut this and cut this, that makes sense.
Okay.
The next guy doesn't have to do it.
I know most of the patio she's thinking more towards, more in the middle, kind of.
Well, your slider's here, so you got to be.
She's wanting to come off of it and have something on it, but she's wanting to be out there a little more from what she's saying.
So, I mean, you could, you know, do you like round or she like square?
Good question.
Because then you can come off this and
because
round
we
it.
flip both ways.
Run it around, round, and freeform all the way over to that sidewalk.
Well, she likes stuff like that. When we were talking, she likes some kind of a odd shape to it or something.
Just have a drawing.
We've tried that. And I think when it's gone, well, we just got all these trees gone. It was all overgrown back here and stuff. So it was different. We've been working on it for 2 months now, and we got it painted.
They did a good job.
That was nice.
That adds so much.
It just cleans it up so nicely.
All right, so all the way to where on here in the gate, you want to leave some out front?
Okay. If you're giving a bit on the concrete, you might as well give a bit on what we were talking about.
Well, the demo I'm talking about right now.
What would you do? Here's the thing. It's nice up here. Just thinking about just covering this with concrete to where we don't have to mess with it.
Yeah.
I mean, just bust it out to there and concrete the whole side of the place.
The driveway,
and we'd like to stop right here, kind of.
Okay.
It's nice
So leave
up there.
this one.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That gives you a grade that all the water goes that way. Yeah, you see what happens? People pour and they pour and they pour and it goes this way,
yep.
Goes this way. And once you start, you know, not doing it at one time and setting your grades from the back to the front.
Well, okay. When I did track houses with my dad, we used to do hundreds of them at a time. I was in the late 80s, early 90s, and they already made them finish off the backyards. So the houses were sold. I wasn't into it when they didn't finish the backyards off. It can get pretty bad in 40 years.
I've been back to some houses just for grading, and they go, could you grade my backyard so it goes to the front? We're having flooding problems.
I'll bet.
So I got to go back, and they go, we don't want to haul anything else. So I got to go and retaper the whole backyard and give them a swale. I said, this will guarantee. Now, if you want drains, put them on the swale, and that'll work. And then when they fail, it'll still go. Don't count on your drains working forever.
No,
you know
that's why we were on. Yeah, the drains are going to clog up.
You should put a drain before you pour.
Well, if you think there should be an extra drain, then there should be a drain.
Trees in the way, but you know, you might have to sneak through.
We'll see, because that's why I walked over here. I seen this. He's got the same problem with the draining out.
It's gonna go to his yard.
And we'd like to keep it from doing that a bit.
You know what I mean?
Don't want to be a dick about it.
So you know, it's gonna when you stop here, it's gonna come here and stop. So you know what I mean? But there are no drains in the backyard right now.
Nah.
You got all the utilities over here, so this is really a bad sign to run your drains out. And that side's all landscape. So you have to be very careful on putting the drain in back here. So you have very little room, and that tree right there, not gonna let you get through it with roots. That thing by the side.
He's got a huge root ball on it.
It's gonna happen.
When I was about 8, we thought we were going to dig down and make a fort inside one of them. No, it didn't last more than about 3 weeks.
And it takes me forever.
Yeah, I'll bet.
So I mean, putting drains in around that thing, that would be a chore. So you may want to just swale it. You could take the drain to the end of the concrete and stub it up. You know, do what a pop-up called a pop-up is. You can bring it out before you get to this, and just until you figure out. Look, you got that box, you got this box, and you've got this to come across to trench in, man.
We got to get it away from the house because
No, we can swale the whole side. Run a swale all the way out to the front here, right behind the trash can.
Just what to do with it then,
it just goes into the rocks and goes out. It's gonna come out this way, but like I said, unless you put a drain in it, and you've got this huge tree. If this tree wasn't here, I'd say go straight out. The city is really, they were really pissy about cutting a hole in their curb. But everybody does it anyway. So they were telling you to do what's called a pop-up, right?
A lot of weekend work, I'll bet, around.
Oh yeah, we come over and we widen these approaches. The guy works for the city out here. I do tear outs for him. And we take this out on Friday afternoon, Saturday morning the truck's here, and Monday, because they want $750.
That's how my dad is. Yeah, for the
permit. And you're like, what do you mean? I get in trouble.
Yeah.
Here's the first thing I say. How are your neighbors?
Yeah,
because
that's
if they don't like it and they didn't get one, they call
thing.
on you. So let's finish this up. Almost the sidewalk here. I know by square footage where it'll fit in the truck, and that way I can give her a good deal on while I'm here busting up and loading an extra load or something, you know. Don't know if I can do it in one day now.
You got your own truck?
Yeah.
I got a skid steer in San Diego. I was going to bring it up, and by the time you do that, you might as well rent one for a couple $100 a day. Then I don't have a truck here. My truck's in Montana, so there's
tractor.
Yeah, little K skid steer.
It's $185 for the local places, plus 50 pickup and 50
That's cheap.
And take it home, right? And you better know how to operate it. Now it's another $150 for the breaker, right? So you have $400 or $500 for the tractor for the day picked up and delivered. You go, wait a minute, and then I got to operate it. And if you can't operate it like an operator can, I get to jobs, and the lady goes, I go, who did all the tractor work? She goes, my husband. It's like, okay, let me fix this up for you because there's big holes in the backyard.
Yeah.
Goes,
just from them turning and turning and turning.
In 20 minutes, and he did all Sunday.
You can tear more up than you can fix. You can tear it up worse so you can fix it fast.
And I go, yeah, they look easy and fun, but we got about 550 square feet of removal.
I've taken out, yeah.
Okay. That's like a load and a half. But if I do it with all this, I can make sure I have full loads. Because they don't charge me for half loads.
Right.
Not where I take it to recycle. They don't give a crap.
Just got to be clean concrete or block?
Yeah. Even the one place out here won't take gray color. You know, gray.
Oh, really?
Colored. They'll take only natural concrete. They won't take any slimstone. They won't take any brick, any
But they'll
block
take it free.
No. That's reduced cost.
Reduced cost, gotcha.
Yeah. Everywhere else is $200 a load.
Wow.
No fans or buts. We don't care. It's not our problem. So now, you don't have a square footage price on the concrete, so I can't tell you how much it's going to cost to put the concrete in until she has an idea. We know that coming out of here is 500 square feet.
Mm-hmm.
So if she replaces just what's here and adds some to the side.
We're talking about doing the entire side.
Right.
All the way down. And then the other thought is...
I don't know what the extra is here, but if you, I'm just going to go with the numbers of what's here. If she adds more, it'll be more. But I know that you want the whole side and at least this patio, but you don't know what you're going to do until that's gone.
We do know that that entire chunk would be nice to be concrete. So if you wanted to bid that and that together, we might end up taking that fence out, putting in a gate, and making that an RV parking type thing.
Let's get the demo done and look at it, and she can look at the backyard all cleaned out and then mark it out, because there's no way I can tell you because it's per square foot.
Mm-hmm.
And if she says, okay, I want a 20 by 20 over here, and I want a 10 by 20 over here, and I want them to flow and natural and go around, and you know, you're keeping the orange tree, obviously.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I mean, it's so hard to tell you because we don't even have a size.
Yeah, it don't matter. Then just get it price on tearing it out. If you don't want to do any concrete pricing now,
we do. I just
because there's no way. Yeah, we don't know exactly what you want to price out. Ballpark. How much a square foot for concrete? If you're doing about, what would we be? Probably about 13 to 1,500 square feet of it or so.
No color, no stamp, just plain gray.
Can you seed it for us?
Huh?
Can you seed it?
Salt.
No, like some black rock.
You're talking about exposed aggregate?
No, just seeding a little.
Not conceiving what you mean by seeding, but you have a
Not an exposed aggregate so much where they'll seed in the river pebble on the top of it. They literally just seed it in there.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think of how they're going to finish it. So I'd have to see something because normally...
Well, I've not done that. My dad does it all the time, so that's why I asked him,
Yeah,
how are you finishing that, is what I'd have to ask.
with the rock when they're exposing
And
it.
then they kind of mag it in just a little bit. And then the last bit, they just kind of... Yeah, it is, but it's just not as...
It's the same term.
Definite. Yes, sir.
But it's not as washed out and acid washed.
Yes.
So, yeah, they see what you want the rock to show.
So so that wouldn't be as much as what you wanted to do on that. You wouldn't want to do that kind, or...
No, we can do anything you want.
Okay.
A finish is a finish. Once you set the form, start pouring, but you have to understand what the customer wants. And if you don't do it right...
Yeah, we don't know. There'd be a lot of sidewalks or none. We don't know.
That's not the kind of exposure I wanted. Well, then you have to show me an example of what you're talking about.
You do stamped?
Yeah.
She really likes the stamped. So.
In fact...
You want to buy some stamps?
What are they, slate or...
I got four sitting down there. I don't know. There's a cobble and there's a
I know, you have to show me.
cobble and a slate.
Many stamps.
I'll take a picture.
There's random cobble. There's slate, river slate, textured. You know.
He's done to the stamped and he wants to sell them.
Everybody has textured. The wrinkle look. Everybody has it. That's the easiest one. You know, just throw your stamps out and tamp it. But the guys, what I hate is the guys that we use. Sometimes I go, hey dude, mix those up. They get a vein that goes like this. Dude, that line runs all the way through it. What do you want me to do? I go, I don't know. Use your brain.
I'm not messing with that. Regular concrete, yep. The other kind, no.
No, it's not that hard. But all right. I can tell you what it'll cost to replace this, and then whatever you add will be extra. How's that?
You're talking including replacing this? Or just the sidewalk type thing?
The square footage.
That's here?
What's here to replace, and the whole side, all the way to the front.
Okay.
And then if she adds more, and I can't give you a price until you tell me the finish. It can be anywhere from $7 to $10 a foot, because some of that stuff is expensive. The color changes, the aggregate changes.
So ballpark on regular concrete?
Some bucks for great room.
And stamped?
Goes up to 8, 9, depending on the stamp and the color. Certain concretes are way more.
So if she likes it, that's definitely going to be.
You only do it once.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you spend an extra
9 versus 7 or something, yeah.
Yeah, you're like, you know what? No, that's what I want.
Yeah, I like that.
It's supposed to be forever.
She'll like that.
But also, you grow a tree next to it, an earthquake happens.
It's going to crack sometime. Actually, that's what's so cool about this. There's not a crack in it, but who wants these 2x4s in it anymore all rotten?
I'm surprised they're still there.
I am too.
Somebody must be painting.
The whole patio was rotten around it, but do you have a guy that would be when we were gonna bring our skid steer up, my dad's a block guy, and we were thinking undo the earthquake straps, push that thing in 3 inches.
You see all the gaps in it?
Oh yeah, it's
Surprised it doesn't flood out the house when it rains.
I know.
You
We
see the
just
gaps?
we just got this place 2 months
No, I know.
ago.
I'm looking at that going, wow.
Yeah, and so we were gonna push it over and re-put the earthquake straps in. He's thinking that'll fix it all up, but it'd be neat to do before
You know what you do?
before it rains again.
I know you know what you do is they do it, you can leave the box and take the chimney down, and they can do a zero clearance all the way up without taking the box out.
Huh?
You know what I mean? They do half zero clearances. You know what those are?
Yeah.
You frame from there up and you stucco it and put it back to the house. Or
Yeah.
you veneer it with brick and it looks just like that. But there's no weight up top to bang on the house again.
Right. Right.
Trust me. That because nobody wants to take firebox out. You ruin the inside, you ruin the outside. You gotta pull the permit for the footing. This way it's minimum. You break it down to there. They've got a cap that goes right on top of the flue. And it goes straight up. That's your other option. We did so many of those back after the earthquake. I worked out here for 4
Wow, yeah, the
years.
earthquake probably did a lot of that.
No, leaving town. I go, what do you mean I gotta go out of town? I got a job. I go, oh, really? I never left Sydney for 4 years. I get up, 5 minutes of it work, and now it's like, I drive to Santa Barbara? So you got about 700 square feet to the front. Planter for the tree.
Yes. Leveling of the AC.
Yeah, we usually just jack them up.
Yeah, that's
put
fine.
blocks under them.
Whatever.
Or try to pump it underneath and finish around them.
Love it.
Don't want to disturb them as little as possible. We've gone ahead and hooked hooks up and jacked them in the air. People, oh, want to finish underneath?
Well, that's where we was looking at this. They're like, we'll just put a strap around the outside. You don't want a strap around the
It's
outside
moved.
your
It looks like
fireplace.
it's shifted. Like either the frame moved or the whole thing shifted.
I don't doubt that. He's hoping. We haven't crawled up in the attic yet. It's the law or whatever, I think, by this time that they had those straps on it.
Yeah.
And we're thinking that they just moved a bit.
People have been putting straps to the freaking roof halfway up to try to
I'll bet.
You'll see all kinds of strange
I've seen weird stuff.
you know?
When you go to sell it, you don't want to see that, though.
You got 700 square feet here, minus some planters, okay? And you got another 450, 500 out here in just this. So you'd add concrete out there.
Okay.
Does that give you an idea?
Yep.
And adjust it for stamp or
7 to
seating,
10.
You know what I mean? So right now we got 1,200 square feet. And that, not including this, so she wants to come out and add. But just so you know, there's roughly 700 from here to that half round.
To the front.
Okay, and then there's another 450 to 5, depending on where we actually go.
And then you'll figure up the demo and send a quote or something.
Demo right now is only 550. Demo concrete, because it's only 7 weeks. Okay. So the addition to the price I gave her for this will be 550 square feet of concrete.
How much is this?
It was 1850. But like I said, hopefully I don't have to take a lot of dirt. But if she wants to add a little load of dirt, it's like another $400 for a load of dirt because it's $200 to dump it. And
See,
$200
I can't see, and that's where we started calling people. Is I can't do it for that. If you don't have your tractor here, if you don't have a truck, you know, if I had my stuff here, I'd be like, ah, come on, that's too much money. Well, I could do that, but I can't do that for that without my stuff here.
No. And like I said, if you have it every day and you're doing it every day, it's easy.
It's
You know, like right now, I took my tractor apart last night. The alternator wasn't charging. So I'll throw an alternator. And I look back and I go, why is it all black? Well, the exhaust broke. And it's pumping exhaust, hot exhaust on the alternator, burned it out. So the guy goes, well, you need to replace that manifold.
See, we're thinking of selling ours now because it got the last snow of the year, we think. So it's like, we don't have to plow no more. And I can move that thing out of there, get a
They're all
skip
going
loader.
to these tier 4s, smog-related California stuff.
Oh, you guys are getting all that
So
stuff.
I paid $25 10 years ago for my tractor, which only has 3,000
How much is it
hours.
now?
$45.
Just because of the smog equipment.
That's tier 4. They're in anything over 70 horsepower. You got to put the blue stuff, the DEF. You see them all with that blue cap on the side of their diesels?
I think I heard my dad bitch about that. He just
It's goat piss.
He paid 38 or something he bought a mini excavator.
Yeah.
He loves his mini
they're 60
excavator.
grand
now. Yeah.
For a decent sized one, you know, a little one. But you can't, if you get caught on a government job
with not the right
tier
stuff.
Tier 1 instead of a tier 4, ticket. I
Wow.
can't do anything but homeowner residential until I get a new tractor. Even my dump truck.
Is there a law like the trucks where if you're a small contractor, you can use them still, or no?
Do you think California gives a crap?
No, not
They
really.
don't care if you
Not
came
really.
over illegally, and they're going to protect you. But if you're a taxpaying citizen who wants to stay in business,
Yeah.
basically it's
You're right.
don't give a shit. Like
You're right.
I'm only allowed 4,000 miles a year on my truck
Because it's
94.
diesel. Well, that's why I was asking. It's because I know they had the diesel law and you
It's
have to be
against
under. But it's still a little bit of a.
Now we're all criminals. Why? Because you have to do something to stay in business. So Most of the guys are disconnecting their Speedos for 3-4 months. Because you got to register
Well,
with
because
state.
you got to use it so much. Yeah, there's no.
I stick around town. I just learned I'm not going out of town. I cannot go to Santa Clarita. I don't go to Santa Barbara.
It just eats up the miles on you.
Adds miles. Around here, I can do loads all day long. I'll put 60, 100 miles, and I get the same amount here as I do out there. Why would I want to travel and put the miles on it?
I'm a car dealer, and I send a lot of that stuff. That and stuff that won't smog or back fees. Just right out. I had $4,000 in back fees on a truck. Montana don't care.
No, I know. I put a 5.3 in my Jeep. You know what they're making me do?
Oh God, everything.
It's a 2001. And the guy goes, oh no, he gave me the wrong computer. It's 2002. Oh, you need 4 cats. No, I have 2.
So how much do you think they want a square foot to do concrete?
$5.25.
$7.